How high will it be? Hi, people of the internet. Today I'm going to be working on Sir Codsworth, my Ford Focus SVT Rally Bad Chicken. Bad chicken is another word for anything I want it to be, which today is rally car. If you're new to my channel, up above is the last video where I worked on that car. Today I'm going to the U-Pull-It Junkyard because I'm going to try to get some springs off a base model Focus and potentially a roof skin so I can fill my sunroof, do a slick top on this thing since it's a race car. Focus number 1 and Focus number 2. And slick top. So potentially a roof skin off this guy I could use. And this one right here is also a slick top. So I got 2 that I can steal a roof off of. Here's a set of rear springs off a sedan. I have to Google real quick and make sure the springs on a sedan are the same as the hatchback. And if so, I got some springs for the car. I'm trying to see if any of these are a hatchback. They're all sedans though, because Americans don't like hatchbacks. Apparently there's complimentary chairs at the U-Pull-It now. That is so lovely. I'm not gonna sit in it though. It probably has coronavirus. These Fords are so plentiful in here. It's a newer Focus. I'm trying to find one that's already been ripped apart for the suspension. Ooh, what is this? This one's got a red strut on it. There's a coil spring that's already out. Same over here. Cool. I found one that the front suspension's already ripped apart on.
Too late. More springs in the back of the belt.
What the hell? You did that in like 2 minutes.
It's a junkyard. You can just like rip and tear. You don't have to do anything.
What?
Special.
All right, never mind. There's a set of springs. That's okay. I'm actually here at the junkyard right now with Charlie.
Hi.
He's looking for some parts for his F-150. He's gonna do the dual overhead cam 5.4 swap from a Navigator into his F-150 that has a 2-valve 5.4, so he can put a supercharger or turbos on it.
Eventually. It's like a way in the future thing.
I don't know if I'm gonna fit down here. This is like a hot dog down a hallway. Wait, no, that'd be the opposite. This is like a
Volkswagen and through a garden hose?
Yes. Volkswagen through a garden hose. Please don't get a flat tire. Please don't get a flat tire.
I just drive it back with a flat. It's not my golf cart.
But look, it's a torque converter.
Attached to a V6.
It's an old crummy Dodge. Look, I'm not doing hands-free driving. I could have a crash around a bunch of crashed cars. This is so hard because I know my lens is like right over here on my smartphone. I had a crazy hunch. This is a 2007 Mazda CX7. And if I remember correctly, these are very similar to the Ford Escape post the Mazda Tribute generation. So suspension wise, this might be similar to my Focus. And these came all-wheel drive with the 2.3 MZR turbo engine, which is the 2.3 EcoBoost nowadays. The rear suspension on this is very similar to my Focus, just looking at it, except this thing rides significantly higher and is beefier. I wonder if I could get this to adapt to my car. It's definitely worth doing some research on this guy and see if there's anything that could be utilized on that on my Focus. But for now, at least I got these springs, and I did order the spring spacers, so that's good for like 50 millimeters or more, probably 40 or 50 millimeters of lift over what I have now. Stratatech, Stratatech, Stratatech. Stratatech, start to tech. Ooh! Focus almost didn't want to start that time. That's a first. This thing usually starts right up, even after sitting for months. All right, let's do some work. And by work, I mean math and measurements and calculations, because that's what I do on my channel. I calculate. Shout out to any of my Russian subscribers watching right now. This right here came all the way from Russia. I ordered these online. They're from Tema 4x4 on eBay. They make spacers for the Mark I Focus to lift this thing for rally. So you guys are awesome. This isn't sponsored or anything. I just really want to give a shout out to them for making these parts because no one else does. I'm gonna have to resort to old school methods of jacking this thing up. It's funny, I did all those videos on the MR2 talking about altering suspension geometry and making the car ride like crap if you don't correct the geometry when you raise or lower suspension. And here I am sticking some lift blocks on this thing. and not correcting the geometry. It's alright though, I'm driving on dirt. Dirt doesn't matter. Said no rally driver ever. There you go. No, that is that is not gonna fit. That is that is insane. That is so much taller. I mean, obviously it's under compression a little bit, but that coupled with this block, that is ridiculous. This thing's gonna be like 2 feet higher. All right, got these marked so I can loosen them up and don't totally lose my alignment specs. There you go. Bolt is out. Over this guy. Really? I would have thought this would have been under at least some tension. I guess not. That guy right there, the anti-sway bar where it connects to this lower control arm, I gotta take that out of there. Still can't slip the spring out with that in place. Thought I'd be able to, but I guess not. 15, 14, 13, it's all standard. All right. Ooh, that sounds dangerous. There you go. That right there is the height difference between the OEM SVT spring and the Focus ZX3 spring with the 30 mil lift block. That's a huge difference. I don't even know if I'm able to fit that underneath there. Just out of curiosity, I wanted to see. It's about 2 3/4 inch higher than OE. Okay, I'm kind of glad that I have the ZX3 springs and the spacers because I can also use the SVT springs with a spacer to get a little bit of a lift, or I can do just the ZX3 spring on its own without the block, or I can do both and make this thing look like a truck, which I think I'm gonna do. This is gonna be ridiculous. I guess just like that. Yep, the rear sway bar is gonna come out. No way this is gonna happen with it in there. One bolt, Now that the rear sway bar is out of there, I should be able to do this. Should. What the f***? That's gonna be so high. I have to use my floor jack and try to compress this spring up inside there. It's got like a foot that it has to go and it's already compressed some right now. There's no way I'm gonna be able to compress that enough to get that in there. I'm gonna try the SVT spring because the ZX3 spring with that spacer in the rear is impossible to compress. It's flat out dangerous. It's gonna be too high of a lift. So we'll try this route. I got the SVT spring in. I didn't record it because apparently I don't know how to use a camera. Don't worry, I got the other one to do still. There we go. That's tight. Woo, woo. One side done, the other side to go. What the hell? What happened to that one? Someone dented its head in. Seriously? There we go. For sale. Brand new wheels. Craigslist. Well taken care of. Never kicked. That's a US spec Ford Focus 5 mph crash test approved bumper right there. You can also use it as a shelf for your spring spacer. And here's the factory one. Looks like it's made out of honeycomb. And this guy is gonna go right up inside there. It's a royal pain trying to get this bolt through right here. It's the only hard part about all this. It's just a lot of going back and forth. All right. Yeah, look at that. I found a way to get cozy underneath here while tightening bolts. Last part of the rear suspension tightened up. Stuff is all old and deteriorating. Not really the best sign I want to see before I try to make a race car out of something. Alright. This is going to be ridiculous. I'm so excited. How high will it be? Oh. Now it's time for the front. Hello. It's a new day. It's the same Sarah. Let's rip some shit apart. So these ZX3 Focus springs I got from the Junkyard do not swap directly over onto a SVT Focus, despite everything that I was told and read on the internet. It's not true. You need the top hats as well, because this is the Focus SVT spring. As you can see, the coil is much larger radius at the top. However, the non-SVT spring, which is slightly taller, as you can see, is tighter wound at the top, which will not fit with this top hat. It's kind of a bummer. I did not know that until I got this far, but it's whatever. I think it would be too tall anyway with my spacer. Just keep this in mind. Budget Junkyard part sourced build. This type of stuff right here is so hard for me to do because I'm usually so OCD with everything I do mechanically, like on the MR2, making sure everything is precise and perfectly dialed in. And this is Junkyard parts that are just getting tossed on this thing that are probably gonna ruin the handling of the car. Truthfully, I think that's what's making this build more exciting on the Focus, because I'm not doing everything correctly and OCD and exact, and I'm just winging it and shoving parts together to see what happens. This is gonna be fun when I finish this and go take it for a rip down the street. This is going way, way faster now that I don't have to do the spring. Come on. There you go. There you go. I was thinking that I didn't have to take the spring apart, but to get these studs out and put the new ones in for the spacer, I have to. Camera magic. The new parts are automatically on. If only real life was as easy as YouTube. Okay, now I'll put this thing back in there. Spready spaghetti. I'll put a nut on here because it is not No Nut November. It's all back together. I stopped filming like 2/3 of the way through that just because I was sick of trying to set up cameras and I just want to get it done. But it's all back together. Now I can down jack this thing and see what my ride height looks like. Here goes nothing. Oh my God, are you serious? Here it is. It's a lot higher in the rear and a little higher in the front. Surprisingly enough though, it actually rides nice. I'm kind of surprised. I just went down a dirt road near where I live and it's not bad. It didn't drive horribly. I'm kind of shocked. Get it? Pun intended. The rear is insane though. Look at that. That's my hand. That's how much distance there is from the top of the tire to the fender on this thing. Front, however, I mean, I can get my 4 fingers in there. That's what nobody should ever say. But I definitely need that other spring. The other spring will bring it probably up to about here. So I need to go grab those top hats from the Junkyard. This isn't where I'm gonna leave it though. I need to get some longer shocks for the rear because the rear suspension is not very effective right now. I need at least 2-inch longer shock for the rear. And I need to get those other springs on the front so it'll bring the front up so it'll be sitting level. As well as replace the driver's side axle because the CV's torn and it's leaking everywhere, and a brake line on the passenger side. And I'm going to pick up some wheels for this thing tomorrow. Yep, and I ordered tires. So anyway, I'll see you guys soon with another revision on this suspension for the budget rally Focus. Bye.